The RMS Titanic, a name synonymous with both grandeur and tragedy, set sail on her maiden voyage on April 10, 1912. This British passenger liner, the largest ship of her time, embarked on a journey from Southampton, England to New York City. The Titanic, a marvel of engineering, was believed to be practically unsinkable. On board were over 2,200 souls, a mix of passengers and crew. They represented a cross-section of society, from the affluent elite to hopeful immigrants. Excitement filled the air as the Titanic steamed westward, leaving behind the shores of England. Little did anyone know that this journey would be cut short by a tragic encounter with fate. On the night of April 14, 1912, tragedy struck. The Titanic, steaming across the icy waters of the North Atlantic, collided with an iceberg at 11:40 p.m. The impact, while seemingly slight at first, proved fatal. The iceberg tore a series of gashes along the ship's starboard side, breaching several compartments. The unsinkable Titanic was taking on water rapidly. Distress signals were sent out, desperate pleas for help echoing across the ocean. Lifeboats were prepared, but there were not enough for all on board. Panic and chaos ensued as the gravity of the situation dawned on everyone. Acts of heroism and despair played out against the backdrop of the sinking ship. The band played on, their music a haunting soundtrack to the tragedy. Families clung to each other, their hopes sinking with the ship. At 2:20 a.m., the Titanic disappeared beneath the waves, taking over 1,500 souls. The sinking of the Titanic sent shockwaves around the world. News of the disaster spread rapidly, leaving a trail of grief and disbelief. The tragedy prompted calls for improved maritime safety regulations. For decades, the Titanic lay undisturbed on the ocean floor, a somber memorial to the lives lost on that fateful night. However, the desire to find and explore the wreck never faded. In 1985, a joint American-French expedition, led by Dr. Robert Ballard, set out to locate the lost ship. Using cutting-edge technology, including a remotely operated vehicle, ROV, named Argo, the team meticulously searched the depths of the North Atlantic. Finally, on September 1, 1985, at a depth of approximately 12,400 feet, they found what they were looking for, the Titanic. The discovery of the wreck was a momentous occasion. It offered a tangible connection to the past, a chance to piece together the events of that tragic night, and to pay homage to those who perished. The Titanic, once lost to the depths, was once again in the public consciousness. Since its discovery, the Titanic wreck site has been the subject of numerous expeditions and studies. These explorations have provided invaluable insights into the ship's final moments, the lives of those on board, and the power of the ocean to both preserve and destroy. The discovery of the Titanic wasn't just about locating the wreck. It was about uncovering the stories of the people who were on board. The ocean floor, where the Titanic rested, became a time capsule, preserving a poignant collection of artifacts that offered glimpses into the lives that were lost. Among the recovered items were personal belongings, shoes, hats, suitcases, and even a child's toy, each object a poignant reminder of the human cost of the tragedy. These artifacts, carefully brought up from the depths, helped to paint a picture of the people who had sailed on that fateful voyage, their hopes, their dreams, and their final moments. One of the most poignant discoveries was a leather satchel containing letters and postcards written by passengers, their words frozen in time, testaments to lives cut short. These written messages, filled with love, longing, and anticipation, served as a stark reminder of the human connections severed by the disaster. The artifacts recovered from the Titanic are more than just objects. They are tangible links to the past, offering a window into a bygone era and serving as a solemn reminder of the human stories at the heart of this maritime tragedy. Among the survivors of the Titanic was Margaret Brown, a socialite and philanthropist who would become known as the unsinkable Molly Brown. Brown, traveling in first class, sprang into action when disaster struck, helping to load and launch lifeboats, and even taking an oar herself. Once aboard lifeboat number 6, Brown urged the crew to return and search for survivors. Her bravery and determination earned her the admiration of fellow survivors. Back on land, Brown became an advocate for the rights of Titanic survivors, using her newfound fame to raise awareness and funds for those affected by the tragedy. Brown's story, marked by courage, resilience, and compassion, became an integral part of the Titanic's enduring legacy. She embodied the spirit of human resilience in the face of unimaginable adversity, reminding us that even in the darkest of times, hope and humanity can prevail. Margaret Brown's life, both before and after the Titanic, was a testament to her independent spirit and her commitment to social justice. Her story continues to inspire, reminding us of the power of one person to make a difference in the world. Captain Edward John Smith, a seasoned mariner with over 4 decades of experience at sea, was at the helm of the Titanic for her maiden voyage. Known for his calm demeanor and his reputation as a safe captain, Smith was highly respected within the White Star Line and among his crew. On that fateful night, Captain Smith's actions and decisions in the face of disaster were scrutinized and debated. Some accounts suggest that he remained calm and collected, striving to maintain order and oversee the evacuation of passengers. Others portray him as overwhelmed by the events, his judgment perhaps clouded by the enormity of the situation. Captain Smith's final moments remain shrouded in uncertainty. Some accounts claim that he went down with his ship, a captain going down with his vessel, a poignant symbol of duty and sacrifice. Regardless of the circumstances of his demise, Captain Smith's name remains inextricably linked to the Titanic, his legacy forever intertwined with the tragedy. The sinking of the Titanic cast a long shadow over Captain Smith's career, overshadowing his years of dedicated service and his reputation as a skilled and experienced mariner. As the Titanic sank beneath the waves, the ship's band, led by Wallace Hartley, continued to play. Stationed on the boat deck, the 8 musicians provided a sense of calm and order amidst the chaos and fear that gripped the passengers. Eyewitness accounts describe the band playing a repertoire of ragtime tunes and popular songs, their music offering solace and a semblance of normalcy during those harrowing final hours. The band's decision to play on, even as the ship they were on sank beneath them, stands as a testament to their courage, their professionalism, and their humanity. The legend of the Titanic's band has resonated throughout history, their story capturing the imagination and inspiring countless tributes in music, film, and literature. Their final act of defiance, their refusal to succumb to panic, embodies the indomitable spirit of humanity in the face of tragedy. The music played by the Titanic's band serves as a poignant reminder of the power of art to soothe, to inspire, and to unite us, even in the darkest of times. The sinking of the Titanic, while attributed to the collision with the iceberg, was a complex event influenced by a confluence of factors. Investigations into the disaster revealed a series of contributing causes that compounded the impact of the collision, ultimately leading to the ship's demise. One factor was the speed at which the Titanic was traveling through icy waters. Despite warnings of icebergs in the area, the ship maintained a high speed, a decision made in pursuit of a timely arrival in New York. The high speed reduced the time available to react to the iceberg and increased the severity of the impact. Another contributing factor was the shortage of lifeboats on board. While the Titanic met the regulatory requirements of the time, it did not have enough lifeboats to accommodate all passengers and crew. This shortage, coupled with the chaotic evacuation process, resulted in the loss of many lives. The sinking of the Titanic exposed critical flaws in maritime safety regulations and practices. It served as a wake-up call, leading to significant improvements in ship design, lifeboat regulations, and communication protocols, all aimed at preventing similar disasters in the future. Over a century after its tragic sinking, the Titanic continues to captivate the world. The story of the ship of dreams that met an untimely end has become a cautionary tale, reminding us of the limits of human ambition and the unpredictable nature of the sea. The Titanic disaster had a profound impact on maritime safety regulations, leading to the establishment of the International Ice Patrol to monitor iceberg activity in the North Atlantic, and the implementation of stricter rules regarding lifeboats and radio communication. These changes, implemented in response to the Titanic tragedy, have made sea travel significantly safer. Beyond its historical significance, the Titanic has become a cultural touchstone, inspiring countless books, films, documentaries, and works of art. The story of the Titanic, with its themes of love, loss, courage, and sacrifice, continues to resonate with audiences around the world, ensuring that the memory of those who perished will never be forgotten. The wreck of the Titanic, resting on the ocean floor, serves as a poignant memorial to those who lost their lives. It stands as a testament to the fragility of life and the enduring power of human stories to transcend time.